Good morning, students. Today we will see the introduction part of the accounting. So, here in this Unit 1, Introduction to Accounting, you will read about the introduction part, evolution of accounting, meaning and definition, accounting cycle, objectives of accounting, functions and importance of accounting, basic accounting terminology. So here terminologies means the words which are being used in accounting, branches and basis of accounting, and the users of accounting information and role of an accountant. So basically, accounting is nothing there where the money is involved. Okay, finance or money is involved. So basically, in ancient days goods were exchanged for goods where there was no money, which acts as a medium of exchange. So money was not there as a medium of exchange. So whatever the activities involve money, in that case accounting is more important. Okay, so now introduction to accounting. So here the base any business entity or organizations will definitely have to involve money as a medium of exchange. Okay, so because in any business they either have to sell or they either have to purchase raw materials and so on, where money is being involved in it. So, based upon the volume of the business, that is, whatever work they do, depending on that, they have to take up necessary important or decisions and so on. So, any information related to the organizations does not is required, or any information related to the organization has to be known not only to the proprietors. We call proprietors, in simple term we call them as owners of the business, who are the investors in the business. Okay, and any manager, or that is the management in the business, and whoever is working, that is employees of the organization. Even government has to know how the business is being run, because the business whenever earns profit, then in that case they have to pay income tax to the government. So automatically government also must know what the business is, what kind of a business is happening and how much they are earning. Okay, likewise the customers, for example, you the customers will have a pride that they are purchasing a product which is from a reputed company. So they also must know what kind of a company is it, what kind of an organization is it, and especially when it comes to the food products. Okay, in that case researches are to be done whether the food is acceptable, or whether the food can be given to all type of people, aged people, then middle age or children. So all those researches are to be done. Okay, so these people are the users of the accounting information. So it is not only the person who is investing, that is the proprietor. It is not only the proprietor who needs information about the business, it is the management, it's the government, investor, customer, employees, and also the researchers. And the next part is here. Accounting cannot be done however we feel like. There are certain procedures, there are certain standards, principles that are to be followed when accounting has to be done. So, here, whatever economic activity occurs in the business, economic activity is nothing but where earning profit is the motive. Okay, so whenever any business organization earn profit, we call it as economic activity. So when in a business money is involved, automatically accounting should also be done. And the next is, uh, any accountancy as is the basic theory where you will have many principles, many methods that are to be followed. Okay, so here it is nothing but it helps us in a systematic way in ascertaining whether we got profit or loss, or any analysis for that matter. That is, if in an organization they have to analyze and prepare for the next year, because the same mistakes cannot be done in the business again and again. Once they are not able to gain more amount of profit, they have to analyze their business. Okay, so all those can be done only with the accounting procedures, or by following the principles of the accounting. And moving on to the evolution part. So in the earliest days of the civilization, accounting was done by stewards who manage the properties of wealthy people. So stewardship accounting is what we call this as. And here where exactly the debit and credit aspects were being recorded. It was actually in mid of 12th century. And after that, in 1494, Luca Pacioli, he is again called as the father of accountancy, and he developed the double entry system of accounting. So, to know about double entry system, I'll give a simple example. Okay, so where when two students are sitting next to each other, maybe one student did not bring a pen. Okay, what happens is student A asks for a pen from student B, and student B gives it or borrows it, right? So in that case, there are two transactions involved in it. One transaction, but two aspects are involved in it. That is, transaction is very simple, activity is very simple. I have given my pen to someone else. Student A gave pen to student B, for an example. Okay, student A is the giver here, so it comes under giving aspect because he is giving. The other person, student B, is receiving the pen, which means that involves a receiving aspect. So there are two different aspects in one transaction. Transaction is nothing but a work or an activity which is done keeping money as the base. Okay. So here, since for an example, for an easy example, I said lending or borrowing of a pen. But normally in any business, when money is being involved, in that case, in we call that as transaction. There will always be two aspects in any transaction. One will be debit aspect, the other one will be credit aspect. So about double entry system, about debit and credit, will go in depth in chapter 3. Okay, so here, after Luca Pacioli introduced or developed double entry system, it was the industrial revolution, that is in the 18th and 19th centuries. So large scale industries have come up, and joint stock companies have also been started. After this, to safeguard the interest of the owners and also the investors, they started a true accounting system, that is the financial information system, has been in place. So in the 20th century, the need for analysis of these has been introduced. That is, financial statements are nothing but where we enter all the transactions, that is record all the transactions, identify what is happening, will classify it, summarize it. So many things are involved in it. Okay, so there is always a possibility of making errors when many things are involved, many steps are being involved. So analysis is more important, and that came into the part of accounting. So even though it started in the earlier stage, that is in the 13th 14th century onwards, but still accounting 21st century only, due to the vast growth of business, accounting has been inevitable in modern world, which is it has become the most important part in the modern world. This is about the introduction and evolution of accounting. Then comes in meaning, definition, and of accounting. Okay, so meaning in simple term, we can say that it is a process, it is a systematic process. Why we say it is a systematic process is because we have certain principles and procedures that are to be followed while maintaining financial accounting or any accounting. So here it is a systematic process of first we need to identify whether it is of a money or monetary is involved in that transaction or not. Second, measure what value it is. Then you record it. Then classify whether it is personal, real, or nominal. Then summarize. Then interpret whether it has happened or not. After interpreting, communicate the financial information. So here, communication talks about giving the information about the financial aspects not only to the proprietors, that is the owners, not only to the owners, it is necessary for the management, it is necessary for the employees, customers, investors, creditors are, nothing, are the people who actually lend us money or who actually give us money as loan. Okay, what we call is like bank loan. We all, if in need, we go approach the bank and get loans, right? The same way we call them as creditors, they are the lenders for us. Okay, so likewise all these people are the real users of the accounting information system. And after this, there are two definitions according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Accounting is the art of recording. Why they call it art is there is not much experiments involved in accounting. We do researches, but researches is based on how the improvement can be done in the organization. All those only can be done in accounting as such, but in science they do researches, right? They do experiments on whatever field they feel like, right? So that cannot be done in the accounting process. So that is why we call it is an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a system significant manner and in terms of money, transactions, and events which are in part at least of a financial character and interpreting the results thereof. So it is basically recording of all the transactions, classify it, summarize it, and analyze the financial aspects and give the results to the users of the information or users of that particular organization. That is the first definition. Second one is American Accounting Association has defined accounting as the process of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information to permit informed judgments and decisions by users of the information. So it is again the process of identifying, not only just identifying, they have to be measured. Then at last the communication has to be done to all the users, and also decisions whatever the business organizations are taking should also be known to all the users of the information. So from up the above two definitions, the following attributes of accounting emerge, which means they talk about these things. Okay, first, accounting is an art. As I said, we are not going to do much experiments in accounting. We're just going to enter whatever the transactions are nothing but day to day activities which are being done, which has a monetary value involved in it. Okay, so those transactions are to be recorded, and the second one is recorded in the monetary terms. The third one is where Accounting process involves not only just recording, it also classifies, summarizes, analyze and interpret all the data to the users. And the last one is the results of such analysis. That is, analysis here they talk about the profit or loss whichever whatever is being earned in the business, the asset is nothing but the property of the business belonging to the business. So all those are to be analyzed, so that also should be given to the users of the information. So with this, I'll wind off today's session. So next class we'll see the remaining topics. So here I would like you people to write down these two definitions, read out these two definitions thoroughly. Thank you, children.